Well, no one's gonna tell me what to do. It's time to shake things up. Rather than doing the video they wanted me to do this week about him, this is the story of the Legion Aousots. These Aousots are probably the most interesting because they never actually appear in Theiraesha. Amullia was made to combat her, Poconarva was made to combat him, Hexicet was made to combat both versions of us, and Sympathy A-B-C was made to combat itself. Amullia, I believe, is based off of a jellyfish. Well, at least a jellyfish in our world. If you look at the doll form of Amullia, which is currently the only thing we have of a semi-accurate representation of what she looked like, Amullia actually has 3 eyes. I wonder if this would have played into her powers in some way. Now, it states in the mythology that she is 400 feet tall. Considering that her is not even close to that tall, kind of amazes me the fact that this huge being was made to take down her. Now, let's talk about Poconarva. I believe she is based off of a dinosaur in our world. Her doll form has a giant gold chain around her neck, with a wrecking ball coming off of it. I'm guessing she would try flying through the air, hitting people with that giant wrecking ball. I can also see what looks like to be someone on her chain. So I wonder if she had like a small army of people that would actually try to help her do stuff. I don't know, it's very interesting and I really wish that she was in the mythology. Moving on, we have Hexicet. This being kind of reminds me of a bison in our world, but she spots a chainsaw as a tail. I don't know if she would just try running up to something and headbutting them and then turning around and then sawing them in half with her tail. This being must have been very deadly if she actually was in the mythology. Well, I mean, considering she was the tallest of the 3, if this being was in Theiraesha, I'm pretty sure she would have destroyed every single Aousots. Moving on to the final Legion Aousots, Sympathy A-B-C. Now this Aousots is very interesting because she has a humanoid form. I don't understand how a dinosaur, a jellyfish, and a bison combine together and have a humanoid form. Despite this doll form looking very cute, I'm pretty sure that she was probably the most deadliest out of the 3. I mean, I know I said earlier that Hexicet was probably the destructive Aousots. Now that I'm looking at this doll form, I probably have to say Sympathy A-B-C has something that is just very unsettling about her. Those gray eyes and that purple hair, it's adorable, but it's also deadly, and that's the worst kind. It kind of looks like on her stomach there's a little... there's a giant eye. I really don't know what that would have done. But Sympathy A-B-C is interesting because she was actually made to combat itself. But, you know, you'll see later that A, B, and C is interesting because there's actually another Aousots called Resentment X, Y, and Z. And surely, when I heard about Resentment X, Y, and Z as I was reading Theiraesha, I thought, okay, Sympathy A, B, and C has to fight X, Y, and Z. At some point, they have to be enemies, but this was never the case. I really wonder why she was called Sympathy A, B, and C when she has nothing to do with X, Y, and Z. Well, actually, that's going to do it for the video today. I know this video was a little bit shorter than her, but, you know, I thought it'd be pretty cool covering 4 Aousots for the price of 1. I have been the mysterious man in a hoodie, and very, very soon you will see the video featuring him.